So hello everyone and welcome. A question that has always come up very often on a lot of, not just videos, but rather on Reddit for example and on the Discord is how do people get to episode level 5 this fast? How do people get Doppel this fast? Well, of course, one of the things that you do is you just have the materials ready beforehand, but more importantly, how do you actually farm the episode level, because that is usually what most people are having trouble with. So I just recently, while rolling for my Magia, I got a Shigure. Don't look at that. I got a Shigure that I got spooked by while rolling, and the question is, of course, now that I have the Shigure and I want to get the Doppel for Shigure, how do I do that as fast as possible, okay? So she is still episode of 0. I've just, well, 1 actually. I've just gotten her from the gacha. She's still completely fresh, so I'm going to go into her Magic Girl story. Of course, you should do the Magic Girl story for every single character that you have, but this also has a more important reason why I'm doing this. So, once we go in here, of course, we need to actually go into the quest with the character that we want to level the episode level 4. And what I'm going to do is, of course, the first thing that we do is we try and find a Memoria that gives episode level up. So the Memorias that we have to use for that, there's actually multiple that do that on the Japanese server, but I think on the North American server, there's only one that does it right now, because I don't think we got the other ones. It's the one that we got during the first anniversary. I don't think it was that one, but I think that's also another one that did that. We also, on Japanese server, by the way, you have 2 of these that give you MP start. But there are multiple ones, and just look for any that have this sort of symbol on the right here, this feather symbol, which is episode level up. I'm just gonna take this one. It doesn't really matter. They all give episode up level 2. I think one actually gives only 1, but the thing is, you can't have more than this, because as far as I know, if you have multiple of them, they don't stack, unless I'm wrong. I thought I tested it once and it didn't work, so I'm just gonna go on the assumption that doesn't work. And I mean, if you just got a new character, especially if you got spooked by them, chances are they're 1 slot, so you're not actually gonna be able to have multiple Moria on them anyway. So what I did actually do beforehand is I just got them to level 100, and I got them to maximum stats. I give them awakening bonuses as well, which I can quickly show you guys. As a little side trick, you can just go into your enhancement menu through here, so that you can see that they are maximum, but they have absolutely no episode level. They're basically a fresh character, but with everything set in here. Another thing that you want to do is, if you are going in here with multiple characters, which I'm not, but if you were to go in here with multiple characters, make sure the character that you want to get the episode points for is the leader, because the leader gets, I think, isn't it like 50% more episode level points, something like that. So I also set up something at the very, yeah, was right, no? Down there, diagonals are hard. Down there, the very bottom left of the screen, we have splits that I have from my times as a speedrunner, because for like the past 5 years, so like 6 years, I've actually been a speedrunner. I was a world record holder for Hat in Time for a while. I was actually the first person to get sub 1. Anyway, so I have some splits, which basically just is showing the time, and I'm going to start the timer once I start this, and then I'm just going to keep doing this and see how fast I can do it. Of course, I'm going to cut out almost all of that, so you don't have to sit here for like 2 hours, but you can at least take a look at the times, and I'm just going to start with the first quest right now. So what I'm basically going to do is to give some sort of idea on what I'm going to do for like the next 1.5, 2 hours, I don't know how long it's going to take, is I'm going to go into these quests, I'm going to skip the story of course, and I'm just basically just going to go through step after step the entire Magic Girl story. Now, one thing to notice if you're doing this on the Japanese server is if you've beaten a quest at least once before, now with a new edition you can use ×3 speed. Yes, not ×2 speed, ×3 speed, which will speed this up a little bit. But this will be something that I'm going to be making use of. And the reason why we're going into the Magic Girl story for Shigure is not just, well, their new quests, but also more importantly, the characters get more episode level points on their own Magic Girl stories. So that's the main reason why we're doing this. And they also get more if they're higher difficulty. So right now we're doing Magic Girl stories of level 1. And once we've beaten these 3 and we've gotten to the second section of Magic Girl stories, they'll give a bit more. And then on the final section, on the 3rd level, we're going to get the most amount. And then we're just going to keep grinding on the Magic Girl story 3, the 3rd hardest one on that one. Although I don't know if it matters if you do the 1st hardest, 2nd hardest, or 3rd hardest on that one. And we're just going to keep grinding on that one until we get to the end. So now I'm just going to keep doing that, playing through here and gathering episode level on the way. And I'll see you guys in just a second. To be exactly, I'm gonna see you guys now. And we've actually been through the third quest on here as well, so I'm gonna do a split here because I've actually managed to reach episode level 2 by doing those first 3 quests. Now it's possible that you don't reach episode level 2 after doing all of these quests at least once, in which case you just do one of them another time. That's totally fine to do. It's gonna throw some AP pot in here. I don't have that many AP pots on the Japanese server compared to NA. And then of course we move on to the next one, where we go into the next episode level, into the next magical ghost story level with episode level 2 that we have now. And basically we just keep going now. We're going to go through all these 3 quests now, and I'll see you there once I've beaten these next 3 quests, which is right about now. So we've actually completed the next level of magical story, but we aren't actually done getting to an episode level 3 yet, so we're gonna go back in. I'm just gonna do the one of the highest difficulty, doesn't really matter which one we do, and I'm just gonna go back in and keep going through this battle now on auto battle with, well, now on the Japanese server ×3 speed. Awesome. It looks like this, but first off, when you're actually going auto battling through this, here's the settings that you should use. No connect, no active skill use, and Magias only on boss nodes with this box not ticked, because that will actually make it so the Magia animation is skipped. And instant Magia is basically the fastest thing, the fastest way to deal damage in this game anyway. So if you get to boss node, this should just instantly kill boss nodes if you have Magia until that, but it's auto battle anyway. So by the way, ×3 speed looks about this fast. Not too much fast in my opinion, but yeah. So yeah, I'm just going to keep doing this now once or twice until we are able to get to episode level 3. And that is where we will see ourselves in just a second. In 3, 2, 1, 0. So we're on the final quest completion now, which means that we're going to be able to reach episode level 3 with this battle done. With Hikarin also being extremely cute. So now that we are reaching episode level 3, I'm readying on the split, and we're getting blam. So now that we've finally reached the last episode quests or whatever, the MSS3, so this is MSS3 right here. What we're going to do is, first off, we're going to get to the end of the MSS quest, of course, which I will be done with now. So we are on the final quest completion now, so we are done with her MSS. The only thing that's left is, of course, the Doppel story, but, well, Doppel quests don't have story to them anyway. But the only thing left really is to get to Doppel now, but we're only on episode level 3, so of course we will have to go all the way now to get to episode level 5. So how are we going to get to episode level 5? Well, we're just going to go to MSS3, pick any of these quests from MSS3, and just go with any strong support, and we just click that button or wait for it to complete, and then we rinse repeat that a billion times until we get there. So we're going to do it on episode 3 with 3 times speed, I mean. And I'm just going to quickly let this actually run to see how fast this can actually go. And of course, we will be reaching episode level 4 at some point, but we're not going to make any change once we get to episode level 4. Of course, we're just going to keep doing the same thing until we get all the way to episode level 5. So you see that not just with 3 times speed, I mean, I've been doing this a lot with double speed this entire time, but just in general, just having a strong support that just one-shots everything, and even not just my support, my own character at level 100 with all awakening material set in and everything is also strong enough to one-shot most of these enemies anyway. So I'm just not really losing any time on the battle. The battle just goes really fast. On some characters you even get a Magia or something on the final wave and it instantly snaps fingers, wave is dead. So you see that these quests, they actually go rather fast. The longest thing in this entire thing is just clicking through to the next quest. That's usually what takes up the most amount of time, because you have to actually be here and do the clicks, so you can't just let this thing run. If this was Fire Emblem Heroes, maybe you could actually say, I want to auto this quest 20 times, but only if you paid $10 a month. Fucking Fay Pass, dude. But yeah, this is basically what I'm going to be doing now, so I'm going to see you when I reach episode level 4, which should be about now. So we are indeed going to reach episode level 5 right here, not 5, 4 right here. But as I said before, we're just going to keep farming, basically doing the same thing. As you just saw that we're actually getting 864 episode level points per stage that we do. So we just keep doing this, and whenever we run out of AP, we just use an AP pod, as simple as that. So see you guys in like an hour or so whenever this is done. Oh, Hi guys, I'm back. It's like an hour later now, a bit over an hour. It took me about 1.5 hours in total, a bit more than that, because I was talking to you guys, I was doing some other stuff. I wasn't quite completely optimal with everything, but we are indeed at the full episode of 5. So as an average, as an estimate, we can take about 1.5 hours, and about a little over an hour of that was just the 5th level, so going from 45. So, since I said we do have the triple speed on the Japanese server, it goes a little bit faster there. However, the actual finding animations that you do are only I wouldn't say a small portion, but they're only maybe half to about 60% of the actual time that it takes. So having that be a little bit faster, I'd say it saves about 30% of time. So on the North American server, this would maybe be a 1:55, maybe up to 2 hours. Or to be more precise, going from 4 to 5 would maybe be about 1 minute, 25 minutes, 1 hour 25 or 1 hour 35, somewhere in that area. So 1.5 hours going from 4 to 5, or a total of about 2 hours on the North American server without this. But yeah, this is how you do it. This is how you do it, guys. This is how you do it fast. Nice. So yeah, I need to go look at where my plus actually ended. Wow. Thank you guys for watching this. Hope you hit that subscribe button for more Magia content. I hope to see you guys next time. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.